Sam Mitch, bronze medalist Rio 2016 Olympic Games, cycler on Emirates Team New Zealand. Sam, can you summarize the day?
It was a great day out there. We were into a bit of a slow build, but it came in the end and had some good laps around, and I think we had about 8 to 12 knots, so awesome day for the team.
We saw a lot of practice of the pre-starts and pre-starts maneuvers. How do you feel the team is standing at the moment on pre-starting?
It's good. It's good to get into it, especially out on the race course. You know, we did a lot of work in the 40s about pre-starts earlier in the year, and it's nice to put it onto the course here.
Do you consider it to be a strength of the team, a weakness?
It feels pretty good. I think, yeah, like I say, we've done a lot of work, so yeah, hopefully it's a strength now.
Okay. Going into your cycling role, looking at all the cycling teams, there is a rich, wide variety of backgrounds on all of you. Some of you coming from sailing, some others coming from also high performance sports, and some other people with a very different background. Could you explain how that adds value into a team in which different ways?
It's so cool. We're learning heaps off each other, and like you say, the different range of backgrounds, you know, everyone's got different skills and strengths, and I mean, we've got your medalists in rowing and cycling, and then we've got a couple of sailors who are trying to get stronger as well at the same time, so it's pretty fun for all of us.
And when talking a little bit more specifically about cycling, more or less on average, for how long are you cycling, and how often are you taking turns?
We're swapping people in and out during the day just to keep everyone fresh. In this heat, it's pretty hard work. You know, when you start, it's not too bad, and then you know, as the day goes on, especially on a day like today where it's that hot, you know, it's pretty nice to have a little break.
Is there any regular pattern or on how you change? Are there any cyclers that are always cycling on port tack and some are on starboard tack, or there is no real difference?
Really just mixing it up quite a lot, yeah.
Okay. Are you able to adjust the height of your seat on the bike?
Yeah, we mix it up. You know, obviously I'm one of the shorter cyclists, so I can't ride on the same height as some of the tall guys.
Okay, and to conclude, in this hot weather, how do you manage with hydration?
Actually, I haven't found it too difficult, you know, like, you know, as long as we're drinking well before we go out and then again afterwards, it's not been too bad. You know, we haven't done any mega long sails, so yeah, so far I've been all right.
Are the cyclers on any specific diet or taking any dietary supplements?
We've got some smaller guys like me, and we've got some bigger guys, so we're all on a range of diets, I think.
We're here with Adolfo Carrao, design coordinator at Alinghi Red Bull Racing. It's a long morning setup today, but a short afternoon sailing. You stopped after less than 5 minutes. It looked like you had some problems with the port foil. What went wrong?
Yeah, now we have to lift the boat and figure out. Must be something small, but we thought it was prudent to stop it and return and evaluate things in the shed.
So moving on, so when it comes to the final AC75 race boat, the sailors want the boat as early as possible to get as much time on it,
yes,
while the designers want it as late as possible to keep refining. You're both a designer and a sailor. You sailed laser in the 2000 Olympic Games. When do you think is the best time to have the AC75 on the water?
I think as soon as the weather gets gets sailable here, I think that's the right time. So I think we are tuning our design deadlines and also all the logistics around it to have the boat whenever it's the most productive.
So you've had a head start sailing here in Barcelona. Are you confident this has given you a critical advantage over the other teams in gathering data needed for your designs?
I'm not sure if it's a design advantage, but for sure we collected a lot of data over all those months that for sure is giving us a lot of valuable information to make the right decisions.
Have your findings had a big impact on the final design of the hull compared to previous editions of the car?
Barcelona is it's very different to any other venue we've sailed before in the foiling boat, so for sure, it's going to be a very different boat.
And what sort of differences in the hull shape can we expect?
Well, that's something which I cannot go into details, but as you're aware, the conditions are quite particular here, so we're trying to figure out what's the best. Yeah.
And how about foils? Can we expect a big difference in foil design from the previous Cup?
I'm not sure. We are trying very different things, but I'm not sure what the other teams might come up with.
So you're on your second foil now. Are you where you want to be in terms of progress compared to the other teams?
Yes. Compared to us. I think we have a program and we're sticking to our plan, and we're getting the design feedback that we needed to make the right decisions for the new foils.
And Ben Ainsley expressed interest in the Delta tubical foil above other foils from the other teams. How happy are you with the results of this foil?
Yeah, very happy. It was probably the most interesting foil we tested in ever. So yeah, we got a lot out of it.
American Magic are two-boat testing LEQ12s. Do you intend to test new components on both the AC40s simultaneously?
Maybe. That's something which we're considering as well.
Would you think you'll compare both foils against? You have two new foils. Do you think you'll compare both of them?
It's something which we're evaluating. Yeah.